A new week, and yeah, I missed you as much as you did, and thank you so much, Chidera, for holding on that amazingly. Now we'll begin from the very top of the trends this morning. If anyone is guessing it's Edo State, absolutely, your guess is right. Now, the much talked about September 21 governorship election in my own state, Edo State, has been lost and has also been won. INEC has declared APC's Monday Okpebholo the winner for polling a total of 291,667 votes to defeat his closest rival, who is PDP's Oshiomhole Uzor-Kalu, who got 247,274 votes. That's a difference of 44,393 votes, according to my calculator. I had to show you that. Now, Okpebholo has been congratulated by the President Bola Tinubu, his predecessor Muhammadu Buhari. But let's go to Edo State, the scene of event, and see how it's going down right there. The mood, really. Okay, so that was at Oshiomhole's house before Akpabio led the team to Oba of Benin. Now, PDP is rejecting the result. Expectedly, you may want to say, come on with people. Second runner-up, if you have to put it that way. Now, earlier, their supporters took to the streets of Benin to protest perceived manipulation of election results by INEC.
Soldier go kill, how many people soldier go kill? Hey, they go kill us tire. Hey, they go kill us tire. Hey, they go kill us tire. How many people soldier go kill? Give us our vote. Give us our vote. Give us our vote. People, power. Election. Then Commander Deo. Then Commander Deo.
All right, so amidst all of these, netizens have dug up an old video of Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu promising to take a grip of Edo State and return it to our former governor of the state, Adams Aliyu Oshiomhole.
You know me well. Yeah. You know Adams Oshiomhole well. We are still going to fight further. Don't worry, we are with you. You will not walk alone. One thing I can show you is this. Do you want Edo back? Yeah! As the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I will give Edo back to you.
Okay, so let's see and bring you in at this point, a good place, I guess. Morris says if we don't do what needs to be done for elections, APC will rig every state in Nigeria and will just look like donkey, then do weak protests outside INEC office just to say we do something. Even Otis Abia is at risk. This goes for both Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party. The rigging machine is at its best shape. And then the son of rain, it says Obozeghie cost Aswe the converted seat, and it says first he fell out with his benefactor, Oshiomhole. He refused to swear in voted lawmakers, began to fight with the Oba of Benin, fell out with his deputy. Obozeghie created too many enemies for himself. It was a protest vote against him and not Asue. More thought from X2. Sources says, until opposition realizes APC are actually good at the politics thing, they will continue to chase shadows. He says, at some point, you will all understand that APC is playing the addition game and the opposition is dividing and will blame INEC. And he says, hashtag Edo Decide 2024. More stories and more reactions. These are just photos that are flying about on the space of social media. Some election result where we had about 213 accredited voters, for example, but APC got much more than what was accredited, and other parties also got some elections. So for Esako East, for example, for Wepawano, we had 213 accredited voters that were to vote, but only APC got 352. So Esako East now in Okpebholo, we had 250 accredited voters. APC got 263. That's 13 voters, much more than what were expected to vote. Let's see the next picture, who is of Professor Rhoda Gumus. That's INEC's National Commissioner in charge of Edo State. Netizens have also published this picture saying that she is a card-carrying member of the All Progressives Congress, and their evidence is right here. Some of the reasons they say, oh, this election result needs to be debated. But let's see a clip while he's still in Benin and the elections. This clip went viral over the weekend of a displeased electorate while the election lasted.
My own president, everybody should hear my cry. All my Nigerian brothers, both the Southwest, Southeast, all over the world should hear my cry. Both America, Australia, everywhere should hear my cry. We want anything that will start from 8 o'clock. Accreditation will start from 8 o'clock. We want that kind of process of election so that everything will go smoothly. That's what we want, sir. I beg all my Nigeria, I beg all of now, make now rise up for us, I beg.
You are appealing to the U.S.?
Yes, all over the world, yes.
Okay, Joe Biden will hear you. I'll communicate your message. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, he even said, okay, ma, to me, I'm male, I'm not female, and neither am I transgender. Well, it's still raining here. I'm in the rain. You can see they are still... Why are you laughing?
Really, he needs international help. Okay, so we take a break from Edo State and go to other matters on the space of social media. Now, this is a video of an acclaimed Nigerian soldier who is attached to 35 Battalion in Katsina State. He has been accused by his mate of stealing and selling their ammunition and uniforms to bandits. Now, this is captured in this video on the space of social media. Let's take a look at this.
Now ask for Parliament be this so. And 17 any. And 17 any. It if ammunition. Oh, but talk waiting.
It's still my ammunition. That one not one. It's still my SF clothes. You the that one not one. It's still my fragmental jacket.
Muna see am na 17 any.
Like this.
And the same unit so the same 35 battalion. All of us. See all of us. 35 battalion. We don't lose guard. See
under a diff.
See am. Senior man, last for the Nigerian army.
If army not do anything.
What is it for you?
Na magazine.
It is your magazine. It is your magazine.
30 rounds.
30 rounds go there. See you go sell and go give bandits. See you go sell and go give bandits. And our follow soldier, we go think say now follow soldier. We know say na enemy where you be. See issue up. They don't lose guard. Now so they don't lose guard.
All right, let's see some reactions to this development from the space of social media. So Val is saying that, imagine the moles planted inside the army. Imagine going to fight same bandit with him in your midst. You will keep hearing soldiers were ambushed, sellout moles in the army. And more thought, this user, Animoku says, if investigated well, you could be one of those, he says he could be one of those reformed bandits recruited into the army. And another thought right there from Red Rose is saying that this is too bad, but those young soldiers, do they have the right to do that? Two wrongs cannot make a right. And she says they ought to have reported or handed him over to their superior with the evidence for court-martial, and they are making it look like a content creation. We will see all of that and as he goes. So our final story for the day, our former governor of Abia State, who is currently representing Abia North at the floor of the Senate, that's Orji Uzor-Kalu, he's saying that he has dropped his private jet and he has opted for commercial flight over economic reasons. So he disclosed that he had to ground the jet to drive revenue by leasing it for the airlift of officials of oil companies. Let's take a look at that video.
Honestly, I have stopped using my private jet since 2nd of August 2024, and I want to maintain that until we're able to sort out the differential of the workers in Nigeria and in West Africa, their salaries, because buying fuel and all the rest of it, I don't need to explain to you, my dear Cole. But I have, for now, I have grounded the private jet to do some other business for oil companies, and I want to maintain it that way. Don't ask me again. There is commercial planes that are on schedule, and I'll use them to the glory of God.
Okay, how did netizens react to this? We go over to Instagram now to Mazi Jack, who says, "Oh, see not the glory of God." To the glory of God. For God's Obina, he says, and what are we supposed to do with the information? He was explaining, yet he says he's not going to explain. And also on Instagram, meets the Jesus online. He says, you are close to the president. Speak to him. He dey talk to us. What do you want poor man to do? Questions, questions, questions. And for Reflex Sounds, he says, he no get who he no touch. Even people wear up Nigeria dry. See, they collect. The woto is inclusive, you know.